Hi, this is Lisa with I Am Radio, and we're here for one of the first editions of Holding the Space, in which case I am speaking to someone and letting you meet them all. And the very first person we're going to be speaking to is Craig Gilbert.
Hello.
Hello, who is a really great friend of mine. He is the calmest man I know on the planet. And we've known each other for many years through Fife Rights.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
And it's been lovely to thank you for this opportunity.
No.
So it's lovely to just be here and you holding the space for me to talk, so thank you.
And we're doing this in just along from Pillars of Hercules in Falkland, and we're speaking outside in the garden, surrounded by the trees and the wind, and it's just absolutely stunning this morning.
A very peaceful place.
So what does Falkland mean to you?
Well, I've been here for 5-6 years now, and it's such a calming, peaceful place, so I've always enjoyed walking. So coming here and walking with the view of the hill and the seeing the birds, hearing the birds, the excitement of seeing a red squirrel, I just really like Falkland for that. The landscape's just great.
The energy around here is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's something about it.
There is a calm energy to the place, and there's places that you can go sort of off the beaten track a bit, and you can just sit and just reflect and just pause, and it's just a lovely place to be. So
You started because you are a Zen master. I'll call you Zen master because your mindfulness business is going wonderful. But mindfulness started. Am I right in saying it started with you with creativity?
Yeah, it did. I've always been a writer, so I've always enjoyed writing stories, mainly sort of fantasy, and also poetry as well. And when I'm in Falkland, you can't help but write poetry because you get inspired by the scenery and things like that. But it's the mindfulness has kind of come quite by surprise, really. It kind of just came to me. I was reading a book, and it was by Pema Chodron, and it was kind of a Buddhist book, really, but it was all about your mental health and mental well-being, and it basically talked about mindfulness in the book, and it just resonated with me, and it resonated with where I am, where I walk, and it's quite funny, but my wife Karen has always said that I've written kind of Zen-like stuff, which I wasn't particularly aware of. But sometimes it takes someone else to see it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. And interestingly, in my stories and things like that, they've always got a purpose. They've always got a reason and a theme. And I try and make it so that the characters at the end of the book are changed in some way by their experiences. And I think mindfulness is a bit like that, because it starts making you look inwards and seeing yourself clearly, and then you make better decisions so that you turn into a completely different person by the end of it.
When you started writing, doing your creativity, and you're writing purposefully with a theme, was that conscious or was it self-conscious?
I think I originally had ideas, so it was a conscious idea to kind of have this journey for characters, but it evolved when I was writing it, so you had that organic kind of stuff coming through as well, where you didn't really know how it was going to be written until you were in the flow of it, and then it came out. So a bit of both, really. I always have a plan, but then if the plan changes, then that's okay, kind of thing. And often it comes out better than what I'd originally envisaged.
Yeah, I like when you go off piece with the plan. I think that's when the magic of creativity happens.
I think it's very important to just go off piece. You just never know where you're going to go. It's like wandering down a different trail in the estate. Never been here before, and then things emerge. It's lovely. It's like an adventure.
It's all an adventure.
So the mindfulness is it does work hand in hand with the writing, but I've sort of found I'm a bit kind of distracted with mindfulness at the moment because I'm not writing as much because I'm running mindful groups and things like that. So but it's been an amazing journey, and I can just see it carrying on as an amazing journey. You know, still lots to learn, still lots to experience, but it's been a wonderful experience to practice and to teach and to share mindful practices with people.
I'm getting a sense of real appreciation for where you are now.
Yeah, I have a lot of gratitude for where I am. I think the place has really helped, and obviously Karen, my wife, has really helped nurture a lot of the skills that have been there. And I've got a lot of appreciation for life, and again that goes hand in hand with the practice of trying to be in the moment, because then you do get an appreciation for life. You're not worrying about so much all the time, you know, you're kind of there, and I think when you're there, you get this kind of inner joy bubbling up, you know, and it's really lovely. So yeah, I do get a lot of gratitude for where I am every day.
Do you, because I got the phrase way of thinking in my head when you were speaking there, and I get from what you're saying, your change of perception from before, how you used to see things and how you see things now has greatly changed. Hugely
so. I mean, it's a journey, and 5 years ago I had different ideas and different beliefs and different ways of working in the world. And I've found that a lot of those ways I no longer need to do, and I'm kind of immersing myself in different practices, and that brings again different ideas and different insights. You could call it insight, wisdom, I suppose, on what's the best way to go.
Like an inner wisdom.
It
almost.
is an inner wisdom, yeah, because when you calm your mind a bit more than normal, you do get that inner wisdom. You know, there's less doubt or less fear, I suppose, about where you should go. You just kind of trust in the feeling. So the more you trust in the feeling, the better for you, I think. It's certainly changed my life in that way. So yeah, I have absolutely no regrets. Really love what's happening, you know.
You're sort of, we're laughing because the rain has decided to pelter down. But we're just going with that because it's actually quite lovely naturally in a way.
Just rain.
Because I was thinking about, you told me once told me a story about the moment when you decided to commit your life to mindfulness. Because you were working for a company 2 or 3 days a week. And then decided to take the leap of faith in yourself. Would you like to tell us about that moment?
Well, it was actually, I was on a holiday and I was on the Isle of Bute, and I was just going for long walks, practicing mindfulness, you know, having just studied it for my own health reasons, really, my own mental well-being. And again, this insight came just to kind of like, you need to be doing this more and you need to be sharing it with others, because I see a lot of suffering in people, you know. I see a lot of people struggling with modern life and with the technology and the rush of things. And so when I was sat on Bute on a beach in the calm quiet, you just got that sense, I got that feeling that, you know what, people need this, people need this calmness, and so why wouldn't I want to
help them with that,
help others? So it became that kind of path for me. And there was a fear of stepping away from working, because obviously that's financially secure, but since doing it I've had a lot of support, especially my wife, and a lot of trust and faith that it's going to work, and it's been proven that it has worked.
It has worked.
Even though it's challenging from time to time, but it just feels the right thing to do, and I think when the feeling's right, the universe provides, which is what's happened to me. So,
and that will be a challenge that will be well known to a lot of entrepreneurs that are working, trying to make sure that they earn the amount of money they need to earn per month.
Totally.
So you speaking about taking that ultimate leap of faith.
Yes, and it is that trust that things are going to be okay, and through mindfulness there's the art of non-judgment, so you just take it one step at a time, and so you're at that point, and that's okay, and things will unfold before you. You don't have to think about the future too much,
and a complete acceptance of where you are now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, warts and all.
Warts and all.
Yeah, you just accept, and then amazing things can happen from that acceptance. You're not fighting things as much, and then that lets other things come in. And I would recommend it to anyone, but I can understand how difficult it is for people to step out
of their comfort zone.
Yes, totally.
Or other people's comfort zone that they've told them about.
Absolutely. So, but it's a really good journey. It's been very positive for me, and it's opened my eyes to all sorts of things. And so, the future's looking quite bright.
Very bright.
So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Craig. Craig will be joining us from time to time on I Am Radio and holding the space so we can share his giftings on mindfulness, which I think is very important at the moment. So this is thank you very much, Craig.
Well, thank you, Lisa, for the opportunity. It's lovely to speak with you as always. So appreciate it.
And this is Lisa for I Am Radio, holding the space, and I'll see you soon.